Good afternoon. I just wanted to say, first things first, thank you for everyone who tuned in on the Topoak review video. I really appreciate all the feedback and everyone that watched that. Today, we're going to be talking about one of their accessories here, and I think really the only one that you need, and that is the insulating layer for the Galaxy 1.0. So I'm going to do a quick little breakdown on how it goes in, and then give you my thoughts on it after using it for a few cold nights here. So it's a pretty straightforward design. It's currently a mess, but the kind of main features, you're going to see these little kind of hooks. You're going to hook up to each of these little hanging eyelets, and then the crossbar here, the tension bar, is where you're going to hook these kind of larger hooks. Sorry, that's hard to see. And that's going to give you kind of the rigidity and the structure that you need. And you'll notice kind of once you start doing these lower eyelets and everything like that, hooking them in, you'll kind of get a rough structure going here. It's roughly just going to encapsulate your sleeping area. I think you're technically supposed to tuck the bottom of this under your mattress to really create that nice deep shell. I haven't done it, and it's worked pretty well without me doing that. Apologies if this is a little dark. This far kind of right eyelet is going to be a little tricky. That's the one that's attached to your kind of light that's attached to the roof of the tent. So just be cautious when you're hooking that one up. And there you have it. There it is, fully installed. It takes about a minute. So, you know, with how quick the tent is, this is no extra time at all to get this in there. It does have 3 doors just like the rest of the tent does, so you can get in and out whatever kind of direction you want. And super quick and easy install. As far as the material goes, it's just kind of this thicker kind of quilting layer. It's nothing crazy. I wouldn't say it's going to keep you super warm on a very cold night. I think this is more ideal for kind of shoulder seasons. If you're out in, you know, the fall or early spring and you're worried about, you know, a cold night, this is really what you're going to throw this in there for. I'll just kind of list off a couple pros and cons here real quick. Pro number 1, it's relatively cheap. It's an affordable insulating layer that will definitely keep you at least a couple degrees warmer than it is outside. I had this out the other night, got down to about 26, and I was nice and cozy in here. A con though is there is, you know, a layer now between the insulating layer and the tent, so you do build up a little bit of condensation there, so there was a little bit of frost buildup because of how cold it got. Another con is, it's probably pretty easy to see at the top here, there's no kind of inlet or access to the light in the tent, which is a little frustrating because you plug this all in and when you go to hit the light, you can't see it. So that's a little bit of a con. Another pro, super easy to put in, super quick. Like I said earlier, it takes about a minute, and it doesn't take up a ton of space in the truck. Here's a quick look at it from outside of the tent through the doors. You can still close your doors and keep that functionality as you would. This is the innermost layer when the insulating layer is in there. As far as space, it does take up a little bit of space. You lose, you know, obviously a couple inches all around, but other than that, I think you're still pretty comfortable in there. It doesn't take up too much space, and I'd rather trade a little bit of space for the comfort. As far as who this product is for as an accessory, I think it's a no-brainer for anyone who is an owner of this tent and is looking for something to keep them a little warmer during the shoulder seasons. Like I said, it's not going to keep you warm enough in, you know, deep winter. Just not going to do that. But it will keep you, you know, nice and cozy on those nights where it does dip a little bit colder than you expected it to. And so I think it's probably the only accessory that I currently would recommend that I think is a no-brainer buy. And I think it's easily one of the better accessories they offer. One thing I did fail to mention is the bag that it comes in leaves a little bit of room to be desired. It's not that great. It works for the purpose of it, but I'm going to go ahead and look for like a little cinch bag that I can get a little tighter, packed down a little better. All right, that's going to do it for this video. Thanks for stopping by, keeping it short and sweet. As always, I appreciate the support on the other video. I appreciate any support you guys give me on this one. And thank you again for stopping by. Appreciate it.